Hi, I'm Melissa Myers. Welcome to Page Dailies Off the Page, where we give you the inside scoop on today's most interesting personalities. Today, I'm at the Serge Normant John Frieda Salon in New York City with celebrity hairstylist Sebastian Scolarici, whose clients include Sarah Jessica Parker and Julianne Moore. Sebastian shows us how to get the perfect long layered haircut and blow dry for loose, sexy waves.
So Melissa loves her long hair. So today we're going to show you how to keep that long hair without having it drag you down. Now we're just trimming the bottom. We're not taking too much. For me, I don't like straight lines on long, sexy hair. It takes away from the movement. So that's why I sort of cut into everything as opposed to cut a blunt haircut. So now we're getting to the front of the hair, which is where you want to angle. The angle is really not determined by the thickness of the hair. What is determined by the thickness of the hair is the amount of layers. And you see, if you layer it properly, and if you do the right amount of layers and the angles and all that, you can almost, if you have the correct texture, put a little bit of like the John Frieda does, a dream curl. You can walk out with your hair wet and it'll dry into a texture. I have to say the good thing about a good haircut, or a well-executed haircut, is that they're low maintenance. You can cut your hair, well, especially on long hair, you can cut your hair 3 times a year and your hair will look great. And it'll go through different stages and look good at every stage of that. So that is a basic long layered haircut. So now for the styling. First I'm going to use a volumizer. You could use it just on the root, or if you have very fine hair that requires more volume, feel free to spray it everywhere. So you could just lift and spray big sections at the root, and you'll get that sexy volume we all want. And we're also going to use the Root Awakening Smoothing Lotion. It'll help with the frizz and also give it a little bit of moisture to the hair. Now if you have very fine hair, the less product is better for your hair. And I'm not usually a fan of mousse or gel because I feel like it makes your hair crunchy. And nobody wants crunchy hair. Crunchy cereal, but not crunchy hair. Most hair, unless you have extremely curly, kinky hair, you can rough dry it and remove most of the moisture. It'll cut your blow drying time in half and it'll retain more volume. I usually do smaller sections in the front and bigger as I work my way back. And a little hairspray, light as usual, nothing too heavy, just to finish it up and give it a little hold. Again, the blonde John Frieda, crystal clear. It's a great, inexpensive product. So that's your sexy long layers. You're ready for your Victoria's Secret runway.